All right, the Tamil Nadu draft special intensive revision voters list has been released. And as per the draft list, 97 lakh voters have been deleted. If you are a person living in Tamil Nadu, here's how you can check your name. First, you should visit the Tamil Nadu Chief Electoral Office website. Then on the home page, go to the electoral roll section and select the year of revision on as 2025. This will lead to a district-wise voter information page being released, and this page will display a list of all districts of Tamil Nadu. Once you click on the districts, open assembly constituencies, and this will help you get to the Google Drive folder containing the booth level data in PDF format. Now, as per the list, 97 lakh people have been deleted in Tamil Nadu, out of which 26.94 lakh voters are deceased. 66 lakh voters have shifted out. 3.39 lakh are enrolled at multiple places, and this brings the list of total voters to 5.43 crores from 6.4 crores earlier, out of which 2.6 crore are male voters, 2.77 voters are women voters. All in all, after Bengal and Rajasthan, almost 2 crore names have been deleted. These were names who were in our voter rolls, and the cleanup despite protests has been massive. All right, we'll talk about this with our guest. Kalyani Shankar, political commentator and senior journalist, is with us. Advocate Manasvi Thapar, political analyst, also joins us. KV Lakshmana, senior journalist, is joining us from Tamil Nadu, and Mohammed Amin, former EC member, is with us on the broadcast as well. Kalyani ji, I'll begin with you. Well, this is obviously a cleanup, but I'm very sure that political parties are going to make much of hue cry about it, as has been seen in other states as well.
Well, what should have been an administrative effort has now into a political fist fight. So already Tamil Nadu has gone to the court to remove this SIR. And of course, Bengal, as you see, also is against the thing. There are other states also. Pondicherry are against. So like that, there are many other states which are against this SIR. In my opinion, SIR has been brought into execution, not thinking of much before implementing it. You see, when so many people are objecting, and it's not even, first of all, even voters are not even sure where they have to find the missing name, and they don't give a list of missing names. And there are many things like this where the SIR is giving a controversy. So the Supreme Court is also taken the SIR to say that the proper time, proper Aadhaar card should be allowed, and there are many other things Supreme Court has also said. So in spite of all these, the government is in a hurry to do all these, and just weeks before the election, and there's not much time, and they claim that they go to every house to house remuneration, but then many of the people who we have interviewed, they've all said they don't even know whether they had come to their house or not. So right from the word go, there is some problem about this, either the political or administrative or voter complaints. So many things are shrouding this exercise. I think it's time that the government should stop this and think about it and then go ahead. Otherwise, it's going to be a double work. The invalid votes and the number of people who have removed. In Chennai alone, I think they have removed 35 lakh voters. So if this is the way in Tamil Nadu also, most of the districts, there are many missing persons and many voters are removed. I think that it's time that the government should take, VC should take all these things into, either you put more people, more officers to do the enumeration part of it, or postpone it for the time being.
All right, Manasvi, how do you look at the SIR? Obviously, the Election Commission is, looking at a lot of parameters when it comes to this exercise. Although the opposition has cried foul, non-BJP states have also made much of a hue cry about this happening. But the Election Commission continues to maintain that this is an independent exercise. This is being done to move out duplicacy. This is being executed to get rid of redundancy, a common practice all over the world in mature democracies.
So the only question what comes to my mind would be, will the Election Commission publish constituency-wise data of how many names were deleted, how many were added, and on what grounds in Tamil Nadu? The second question which will come in the mind of the voters of in Tamil Nadu would be, will Election Commission guarantee that every rejected Form 6, 7, and 8 comes with a written reason and an appeal route clearly demarcated to the people of the Tamil Nadu? The third question, which is very basic, will you agree with the democracy of voter verification must be citizen driven and not a secretly data driven concept which Election Commission has come out with? So when there is election which is coming out, you come out with these kind of narrative, and there is no published data. Why don't you publish the data? The basic premises in a democracy would be, yes, there has to be cleanup, yes, there has to be clean voter list, but there cannot be a secret route in which people don't know that they have been deleted, they have been added or not. Cleanup is necessary, but the kind of cleanup which is happening is not very healthy in a democracy. Election Commission cannot work for Election Commission of BJP. They have to work as Election Commission of India, and they have to create a partisan route. They cannot be having a hide and seek SIR. SIR is needed, yes, it has to be done. It's a great movement, but it has to be a multi-party collective movement. It cannot be just a BJP-led movement wherein it is just benefiting or creating problems to other opposition political parties. And that is the only reason all the opposition parties are before the Supreme Court. They're knocking the doors of the Supreme Court for some kind of relief, which the Election Commission is not giving to them. Election Commission is not hearing the opposition political parties, and this is not healthy in a democracy. If a political party is making a submission to Election Commission and it does not go to the ears of Election Commissioner, and that is something which is very wrong. So whenever BJP points out something, Election Commission immediately takes it up. But when opposition parties point out something which is against the BJP or against the conduct of Election Commission, they don't take it up. And that has been the conduct since last 7-8 years, which we are seeing. And this is something which is very troublesome for a healthy democracy. When we say we are the mother of the democracy, we say we are the largest democracy of the world. We don't want to present as a fractured democracy of the world. And this kind of a role is coming out to be a fractured one. We have to correct it out. I don't say that we should not have cleanup. We should have cleanup in Bengal. We should have cleanup in Tamil Nadu. We should have cleanup everywhere in the country. But the cleanup cannot be subjective. It has to be objective in nature.
I agree with you. KV Lakshmana, the cleanup has to be objective in nature. The cleanup has to be, it has to cut through aisles. It has to be non-partisan. It has to be done in a way that does not leave, the present government of the day in any particular part of the country feeling like, this is being done to undermine their credibility.
Absolutely. I fully endorse and agree with my fellow panelist Tapaji when he says that it has to be objective. The very objectivity of Election Commission is coming right under question. Everywhere across India, if there are so many voices, at least half of India, politically speaking, if it is opposing something, the Election Commission cannot be seen as speaking for just or towing the line of the party in power. So, which is weakening the democracy, and herein the opposition does seem to have a point. But in Tamil Nadu, diverging slightly away from it, maybe by doing this sort of an activity, the BJP eventually may help politically the DMK, because any time the DMK manages to paint the center as the villain, it gains politically. So that is a separate question, but when it comes to justice, fairness, and democracy, what Election Commission seems to be doing in a hurry, perhaps in its zeal to clean up the system, perhaps is not doing it the right way.
So what would be the right way, Mr. Lakshmana? What do you think? Manasvi has made his suggestions. What do you think would have been the right way for the Election Commission to go about this?
You have to give an equal opportunity to the people. You are depriving them of their democratic right. Right or wrong, if election commission is right, it must give them an opportunity to get it corrected. Like it, firstly, it is acting in an opaque manner, but it must be transparent and come out with all the facts in public domain. If I don't even, and if getting my name corrected is such a cumbersome process, or if I have to run around here and there for to get my name, which may or may not have been erroneously removed, because the past experience in other states shows the election commission in a not so bright light.
Okay, all right. Mohammed Amin, former EC member, is also with us on the broadcast. Mr. Amin, what do you make of the observations and the pointers that have been made by the previous panelists who spoke before you, that there is perhaps a more prudent way of going about this, especially by the election commission, of course?
Mr. Vineet, I have heard everyone, and every day we are listening about the other parties, what they have remarked about the Election Commission of India. First time I have seen the hue and cry regarding the SIR. SIR means to remove the waste from the voter list. And what we have removed, the death cases that we have removed, which are already included in the list, and shifted permanently voters, they have, and double listed, triple listed voters were removed from the voter list with the certification. And first time you can see, like a voter day, you can find the polling day, the polling agents for all parties were there. In the counting day, you can find all the counting agents must be there at the counting table. And now you can see first time the election commission in case of SIR, he has started. So he has allowed, like polling agent and counting agent, first time he is allowed with the BLOs. What allowed? There all party stakeholders can depute. The two persons are the two candidates along with the BLO to go door to door. They can go along with the BLOs and they can see what he is doing wrong or right. And what the documents has asked by the voter list. The voter list has always six, if they can sign the voter list, voter ID card if want, or if they want in the list, they have to application in form number 6, that is in the last they sign, I am an Indian citizen. So this is for the Indian citizen, for the Indians, and they can elect their electorals. And the constitution has given, not the election commission doing anything. Constitutional body implementing the constitution. You see article 322 and 326. We have to be give the franchise to the voters and right of the voters to they can use as if at the time of the voting day. I don't know what they want. And every places our BLOs has gone and their BLAs are always there, always escorting, and they have seen. So now there is no question they can say anything wrong done by our BLOs. BLOs have to bound to do immediately with their they load immediately after the receive any information to the site, and every BLOs has doing perfectly like we have seen in the Bihar. Bihar, we have the 65 lakh voters were deleted and 22 lakhs were added. What they had, 5 persons cannot come out to blame the election commission. This is done by the wrongly in the Bihar. And just I was visiting last week, I was in Asansol and Calcutta. I have seen in the Calcutta that the BLOs are having the strike against the CEO's office. I have seen on the street there are a lot of slogans. Means these are more politically motivated, and all employees are like Tamil Nadu. like Bengal, like Kerala, Pondicherry, UP, Rajasthan. In all places you can find all their BLOs are from their school teachers, they are from the block level, they are from the Tehsil level, they are the junior officers are reputed as a BLO. So they are familiar with them, they are with the locality. That's why they are the booth level officer called. They know near the booth what they are the right and wrong. The candidates are there. So why they? I don't know why. And every time you see all the parties are asking for the election commission, we can go for the ballot. How we can go for the ballot? And how we can? So what is the difference between the ballot and EVM machines? In ballot, in the last half an hour, they can stamp lot of the means thousands of votes illegally. But in EVMs, they cannot do it. 17 seconds are needed per vote, and every time, everything is on video camera. So this is the problem. That's why we have removed the old things, and we are going to the digital era. And this time, every faces you can find. Earlier, you find the black and white faces, now the colored, and this is the reason of digital, so they can find the nice good faces, colored and with full details, their father name, their mobile number, everything is there. How they can we have the vote chori? How we cannot do anything wrong? We are not doing anything wrong for anyone. Election Commission is honestly working for everyone, for the country.
Okay, Manasvi, would you like to respond to that? Mr. Amin says the Election Commission is removing redundancy. It is making sure that the expression of voting is not compromised because of these redundancies, and there's nothing wrong in what they're exercising. It's a constitutional call.
100% it's a constitutional call, but the way it has been conducted and in the past and the way it is continuing, it's not a constitutional call at all. You cannot be forcing people to do a 30-day roundup in terms of filing objections and filing form 6, 7, and 8 through a voter portal. How many people are educated even to go to a voter portal or the app or to meet the booth level officer? It's like a task every day. It's a task for the people of Tamil Nadu. We don't have the election commission does not have so much of staff that they can go to each and every house. So it is a self-regulated thing. How many people would be aware of these things? How much advertisement or publicity election commission has done to make sure that people are aware that this is the way they have to check their rolls, and if their role is missing, how can they appeal? Do people have these kind of claims, and how they have to appeal? Do they have these formats? No, they don't have that. So saying that the people, assuming that, first of all, that assumption itself is so wrong, that you are assuming that people would know, the entire population of Tamil Nadu knows the fact that their roles are missing, added or subtracted, and then they have to file objection through form 6, 7, and 8. They're educated enough to do that. So this entire assumption, the entire premises of election commission without educating the voter roll is on assumption that they are well educated on the system of election commission and they're well trained out of it, while no training has been provided to anyone. No proper details have been provided to anyone. So this is where a constitutional duty, responsibility, which is on election commission's shoulder, is not being taken up by election commission very seriously. It has been. So what is happening here is you are adding tasks to your own voters. That's one part of it. The opposition will be engaged in getting their voters into the system out of it, while BJP, which is the largest political party of the world, which is the largest funded party of the world, have all the means and methods to make sure that their voters are intact, while other voters would be struggling. So that's why this process is wrong. The process is corrupt. Not that the implementation or the idea of election commission I am saying is corrupt. The idea is constitutional, but the process is corrupt, and this is something which has to be amended. If you want a foolproof SIR, you have to first and foremost educate the people of Tamil Nadu that this is the process, and 30 days you are giving, you at least have to give them 90 days. Why 30 days? Why such a hurry there? So these things have to be objectively taken out into consideration, and that has not been taken out into consideration. What is happening is there is someone who's sitting in Delhi deciding that yes, we have to do it in 30 days. This much amount of population is there in Tamil Nadu, and you want to get it done in 30 days, and that is impossible, humanly impossible. You don't have that kind of staff on ground, you don't have that kind of infrastructure on ground, and people are not so free. People are busy in their own line of work. So you want to take that kind of time from people's life and give it to Election Commission's website or application, or go to a booth level officer. You expect people to do that in those 30 days. So this is something which is, I feel, a sabotaged SIR. So if you want a foolproof SIR, increase the time to 90 days or 180 days, and let it happen properly. If appeal or objections are filed, give written reasons why this is happening. Only then you can say that this is a foolproof SIR. And these are some black spots which you have to take it out. If you are so nationalistic as an organization, so constitutional as an organization, do that first.
Fair enough. All right, you've made some valid points, but unfortunately we have run out of time. Before I sign off, Kalyani ji, one last thought from you on how could this have been done better, and what about the recourse for people who feel that despite having a proper case in point when it comes to their voting rights, the avenues for their problems are not put into information by the Election Commission that can be used.
Well, I entirely agree with what Mr. Thapar has said so far. The most important thing is the voter education. Without that, we have so many of the people, still illiterate people there. So the first thing for the Election Commission is to educate them before taking up this exercise. And my question to Mr. Amin is that if he says everything is hunky-dory, why there is so much of opposition from many parts of the country? And what about the BLOs who had committed suicide, talking about work pressure? Why did this happen? Hello?
All right, those are good questions. Those are good questions, but unfortunately we have run out of time. Would appreciate everybody who's joined us and weighed in on this important matter. We take a short break right now. We'll be right back.